Alright, good morning guys. Wait, that's not right. It's not good morning. Not yet. Let's try that again. Alright, good morning. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back. I got this. Alright, good afternoon guys. It's 1 p.m. on today it's pie day actually, which means that I get pie tonight. You want to be in the video? Come here, cutie. Caspier's here with me. So today is pie day 3-14 if you guys didn't know that. And it snowed last night. For what reason, I don't know. I thought we were kind of done with snow. I was done with snow. I suppose Mother Nature was not. And so during the winter season, I wanted to give you guys a video of how we kept our stuff unfrozen outside with the horses. But I kind of got filled up with other videos, so I never had time to make that one. So I'm going to make that one today since it snowed, so I guess Mother Nature kind of worked out for us. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fan of the cold, but I'm just sit right here. But before I do that, I felt like I should just give a little description of what the video is going to be like and why I'm filming it. So number one, in the winter things get cold, and the thing with horses is that unlike other animals that don't live inside a house where you keep it around 80 degrees, I don't know, up to you guys what you choose, horses live outside. So as equestrians, we have to think up inventive ways and sometimes go the expensive route to take care of our horses and make sure that they're getting 5 to 10 gallons of water every day, 24/7. Because, I mean, as humans, we need water in general, and horses, they need a bigger amount, and so it's even more important to get them that correct amount. So, yeah, I guess that's just why I'm making this video. I thought it would be interesting for you guys to see, especially people in the South that don't have to deal with freezing temperatures, at least as often as us here in the Midwest have to deal with. And also our weather just fluctuates, and last weekend it was 70 degrees and it was beautiful outside, and today it's snowed and cold and miserable outside. So yeah, I don't know if Caspian will come with us. Maybe he will. Oh baby. Yes. Okay, let's go do that. So the first thing that I'll show you guys, this is our hose box right here. Inside of this we keep our hose. It's rolled up on one of those reels that you'd see gardening people have. But we use that because, like I said, in the winter things freeze and our hose freeze. And if we have a frozen hose, we can't really get the horses that are in stalls water. So we have to make sure that that is unfrozen, and now we can pull it out. We pull it all the way to the stalls over there and fill up their heated buckets, which I will talk about later. But first I'm going to talk about the hose. So inside the box, it's completely insulated. It's wood with foamy insulation stuff. I don't know, my dad built it. It is completely insulated. Has this beautiful door that you can just lift up the lever, close the lever. So the hose is on a garden reel thing. And then also inside of there we have an oil heater that is extremely smart. You wouldn't think that technology that old is smart, but the oil heater has a temperature gauge, and so it can sense the surroundings, and I believe ours is set to 40 degrees. So when the heater feels that the temperature outside of it is up to 40 degrees, it turns off so that we don't waste electricity, which is awesome. It turns off, and then the box on the inside is 40 degrees, which is above freezing, and so that means that our hose doesn't freeze. And then as soon as it drops below 40, it'll turn back on and it'll heat it back up to 40 or a little bit above that. So when we need to use water, we pull out the hose as far as we need it to go, turn on the faucet, and fill up the water buckets. I don't know how else people fill up water buckets, but that's just how we do it. We rarely ever carry buckets, just because it's a lot of work, which does provide you with a good arm workout, but arm workouts aren't always that fun. So, yeah. I wish I had that on camera, but I didn't. You were a naughty boy. Come on, hop up. Is it going? Okay. You done?
It's recording.
I know, but your gloves are making crinkling noises. Okay, so we just went and talked about the hose, and we came back in the barn, and Caspian decided to jump onto my arm, and of course I helped him because I'm not a mean person, and I boosted him up onto my shoulder. And now we're going to talk about the water buckets. So our horses, they all stay in stalls during the winter. When they're not in stalls, they spend about 10 hours outside in their paddocks, which I'll talk about their water system out there later. But inside here, we have heated water buckets, which can range from $50 to $60, but darn are they worth it. They might be broken and falling apart, but we're getting our money's worth out of them, and that's what matters. So, okay, so the heater heats the whole entire bucket, which is nice, so it's not just the bottom that's heated and liquid and the top that's frozen, because if the top's frozen, they can't drink water. Ow, Caspian, that hurts. Anyways, so then they do have to be plugged into an outlet, but the wire that comes out of it to plug in is wrapped around with metal wire. And so that means that they can't get to the electric part of the cord, and that means that they can't electrocute themselves, which means that they can't kill themselves. So that's great. Okay, so the last ones are our water buckets outside. I hope you guys can hear me because this wind is bad. But so with these are 100-gallon tanks that we keep liquid for our horses when they're out here instead of in their stalls. And so in order to keep these warm, it's kind of like the same deal as the hose box. The temperature gauge that's over here hidden behind this wood is, it can sense like the temperature around it, and so I think it's about at 40 degrees as well. So when the temperature gauge feels that it's not 40 degrees anymore, it will heat it up or turn on the heater, which then heats up the water. And again, like the water buckets, you'd think that a tiny little heater like that wouldn't be able to heat up this huge, or wouldn't be able to keep this in the liquid stage, but it does, which is really good because the horses stay out here a lot, and like I said, horses need water 24/7, and it can't be frozen ice. And so, yeah, so when it feels that it's above 40 degrees or at 40 degrees, it turns off. So that means that we're not wasting extra electricity and power that we need the money to do other stuff. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to keep your horses watered liquid and give it to them 24/7. And besides that, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. Bye.